Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something that's on everyone's mind, money. But not just about earning it, we're going to talk about the hidden power inside your money and how you can unlock it to really start growing your wealth. Ready? Let's jump right in. All right, let's kick things off with a feeling I'm pretty sure we've all had. You know that nagging thought that your money just doesn't go as far as it used to, that it seems to be shrinking? I mean, really think about it for a second. That 1,000 rupee note in your wallet, it looks the same, it feels the same, but what it can actually buy for you, that's changing all the time. So what's really going on here? And this little test, the grocery basket test, it shows you exactly what I mean. Picture this. Back in 2010, you walk into a store with 1,000 rupees, and you walk out with a full basket. Easy. Now, fast forward to today, and that exact same note, it might only get you half a basket, if you're lucky. The money hasn't changed, but its power? Yeah, that's been slashed. So this whole situation boils down to two huge, invisible forces that are basically in a constant tug of war over your money. We're talking about inflation versus interest. One is trying to shrink your money's value, and the other is your secret weapon to make it grow. Okay, so that force that's making your grocery basket feel a lot lighter, that's inflation. It's basically the slow, steady creep up in the price of, everything. And what that means for you is that every single rupee you have is slowly but surely losing its punch, its buying power. You can think of it like a really simple equation. As inflation pushes prices up, your power to purchase things goes down. It's a direct relationship. That's exactly why people call it the silent thief. It's chipping away at your savings without you even noticing. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There is a hero in this story, and its name is interest. Seriously, just think of it as a reward, a thank you payment you get for letting someone else, like a bank, use your money for a while. This is how you fight back. Let's put some real numbers to this, okay? Imagine you put 10,000 rupees into an account that pays you 5% interest for the year. After 1 year, poof, you've got your original 10 grand plus an extra 500 rupees that you did absolutely nothing for. Your money is literally working to make more money for you. All right, so we've got these two forces, right? Inflation pulling one way, interest pulling the other. But what's the deciding factor? What's the one thing that determines which side wins the tug of war? It's simple. It's time. What you choose to do over time, that makes all the difference. And this brings us to one of the most important ideas in all of finance. So lean in for this one. Money you have in your hand today is worth more than the exact same amount of money in the future. Why? Because the cash you have right now can be put to work right now, earning interest from the very first day. So to really see how this whole thing plays out in the real world, let's follow the story of two friends. We'll call them Robbie and Saman. Now, they both start out with the exact same amount of cash, 100,000 rupees, but their choices couldn't be more different. Just look at the difference here. Ravi, he thinks he's playing it safe. He takes his money and stuffs it under the mattress. 5 years go by, and yep, he still has 100,000 rupees. But remember inflation? That money can buy way less now. Now, Saman, he does something different. He puts his money into a simple 6% fixed deposit. And because of the magic of interest, his money doesn't just grow. It starts growing on top of its own growth. It's incredible. And the final score? After just 5 years, Saman is a cool 33,000 rupees richer than Ravi. That's it. That's the difference right there. It's the difference between letting your money sleep and putting it to work. Saman didn't just save his money, he grew it. Okay, so understanding all this stuff is great, but let's be real, applying it is where the real magic happens. This is how you go from just dreaming about big goals, like buying a house or paying for your kids' education, to actually having a concrete way to make them a reality. And it all boils down to this incredibly simple but powerful little formula. You just need 3 things. What is your goal? When do you need it by? And how much is it going to cost? Once you can answer those 3 questions, suddenly it's not a fuzzy dream anymore. It's a real plan. So the big question is, how do you actually build that plan? Well, I've got you covered. Here's a simple 4-step blueprint. Think of it as your guide to start building that stronger financial future, starting literally today. Step 1, figure out your goals. What are you actually saving for? A house? Education? Retirement? Get specific. Step 2, put a price tag and a deadline on each of those goals. Be realistic. Step 3, choose the right tools for the job. A short-term goal, like a vacation, probably just needs a simple savings account. But a huge, long-term goal, like retirement, that's going to need an investment with some real growth potential. And finally, step 4, and this is crucial, check in on your plan at least once a year. See if you're on track and make adjustments. That's it, 4 totally doable steps. And here's what that looks like in the real world. Let's take a look at Nuwan and Kavindi's plan. Every single month, they have specific amounts automatically going toward their biggest goals. $10,000 for the house, $5,000 for education, $3,000 for retirement. Now, I know those numbers might not seem huge on their own, but when you do that consistently, month after month, year after year, that is how you build serious wealth. All right, we've covered a lot. We've talked about the problem, those invisible forces of inflation and interest, and we've even laid out a blueprint for a plan. So what's the one thing left to do? Well, it's the most important part of all, just starting. So if you only take away 3 things from our chat today, let it be these. 1, interest is your best friend. It actively grows your money. 2, inflation is the enemy. It secretly reduces your money's power. And 3, time. Time is the referee that decides which of those 2 forces wins in your life. Look, the message here couldn't be clearer. The best time to start planning for your future was yesterday. But the next best time? It's right now, today. Every single day you wait is another day you're letting inflation win, and another day you're missing out on that sweet, sweet interest. The real power isn't in the money itself. It's in the plan you have for it. So I'll leave you with one final thought. What's your plan going to be?